Hello, welcome to Meet Ricky Gervais. I'm Ricky Gervais, obviously. On Friday, the 29th of September. Well, that's nearly it. Olympics nearly over now, and once again, we've done shit. Right? They're saying it's the best ever we've done, yeah, but still shit. If you look at the medal table, yeah, America's top, that's fine, it's their sport, the Olympics, same as the Russians, fair enough. China, if you can't get a few medals with 1 billion people to choose from, you're doing something wrong. Australia, they're hosting it home ground, right? What pisses me off is why France are doing so much better than us. France, they're shit at everything. Except eating. And they will eat anything. Snails, frogs, horses. Oh, I've been to France. And as far as I can make out, there's only one thing the French won't eat. Clarets. Yeah. And do you know why we're so bad at the Olympics? Because the way we were taught PE at school. Now, all teachers are shit, that's the truth, right? Well, they are. But PE teachers are the worst, right? There was one at my school, true, called Mr. Phillips. If you forgot your football kit, he didn't make you do it in your pants. Oh, no. He thought pants were unhygienic. He made you play with nothing on your bottom half. To be fair, he wasn't a hypocrite. He imposed the same rules on himself when he forgot his kit. He forgot his kit every week. His catchphrase was, "Nice tackle, boy." That wasn't his only catchphrase. He also had... No, he also had, "You don't wash it like that, bring it here." So that's why we're shit at the Olympics. Like, on a personal note, a mate of mine actually went out with an Olympic athlete once, an Eastern European girl. She was a weightlifter, anyway. Turns out she was on steroids, yeah, to build her muscles up. There was no real bad side effects, he said, except it made her incredibly horny. And apparently, they were shagging all night once, and when he woke up in the morning, she still had a massive erection. But... Funny. Funny girl, funny girl. On a positive note, we're not shit at everything. What do we always win, eh? Shooting and rowing. Or the Army and Navy, as I like to look at it. We're good at war. We've got the medals there, eh?
Well, every country involved, right, they gave medals to their own side.
Hello? Did I ask you?
Well, I thought it was silly, because how can you have a central body...
Yeah, was darts in the Olympics?
No.
Well, shut up, then. And, some of those little weightlifters, are they actually midgets? Because they... You put me off. Anyway, my celebrity booker, he likes to tease me. And when he got my next guest, he didn't tell me straight away. He gave me clues. I said, "Come on, who is it?" He said, "Facial hair, wears a waistcoat, likes to play snooker." I said, "A dominant lesbian?" He went, "No, John Virgo." I went, "Just as good. Get him on." Ladies and gentlemen, John Virgo.
Thank you. Very welcome, mate.
So,
Bit like Mastermind, this, isn't it?
do you know whose chair that is? Actual one?
No?
Ronnie Corbett's.
You're kidding.
It looks a bit smaller with you, doesn't it?
I hope I can tell a better joke than that. Anyway.
Go on, then.
Ronnie Corbett joke.
Go on.
I went to Barnsley the other week.
Go on.
Driving round the corner. You know Barnsley's not changed for 30 years, don't you?
I've never been there, but I'll take
Went round the corner, a bit quick, woman pushing a pram across the road, hit the pram, head on. Coal everywhere.
Right, you've made yourself at home. Right.
It's a nice chair.
Now, you're known for a big break now, but you're actually a really good snooker player in your time, weren't you?
Well, I was many, many years ago, yeah. Before Steve Davis came along and made it into a very serious, focused, don't care about the audience type of game, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I think in the early
days...
days...
unfair, that's why they called him boring, just because he wasn't an alcoholic, though, isn't it?
I don't think he made it boring, I just think he made it that winning and everything else became important, where I thought in the early days people like Higgins were trying to promote the game and make the game exciting so people would watch it.
What was your highest ranking, then?
Sorry?
Your highest...
Oh, ranking. I think I got to about top 8. I can't remember.
What, in Britain, or...?
In the world.
Same thing, though, isn't it? Well, no, but as far as I can make out, when you see the World
yeah.
Championships, they're all UK, aren't they? Except one Canadian and a little fella from Thailand. How do you advertise it? We're having a World Series. It's in Sheffield. Pardon, don't tell the French bloke. In you go. English, Welsh. There's James Wattener. There's the moose fucker. Right, shut the door. Pair up.
Who's the moose? Oh, Cliff Thorburn.
You said it. Now, in the heyday, you did hear that these snooker players were sort of hell-raising womanisers. What was that like?
It was great.
Was it?
It really was. No, I think basically there was only 2 tournaments a year, so you earned your money playing exhibitions.
Yeah.
And then when you finished an exhibition, you went out, you had a Chinese, you had a curry, and you went to a nightclub, and that was the way it was, you know.
The womanising bit worries me, because as far as I can remember, the only people that watched it were little old lonely ladies.
Yeah, well, that was the downside.
Was it? Yeah. All right. Fancy a drink? Fancy a drink? I play John, turn it up, you deaf old cow. Now, you were also a bit of a gambler, weren't you, at one time?
I think that was the other thing in snooker. They used to play mainly in the evening, so in the afternoon you had nothing to do, so you go down to the betting shop or watch it on the telly. And, yeah, I was a bit of a gambler.
When people say that, they usually mean they lose. Were you up or down over...?
Well, I think it's very hard to be a winning gambler.
Just to tell you a true story, when I was in Reading, a couple of neighbours, a couple of doors down, an old couple, and they had a lad that was a bit like Dustin Hoffman in Rain Man. And, no, he didn't go out much. So I said, I'll take him out. So I took him to the casino. I thought I'd make a mint. I went, all right, we both had suits on. I went, right, bet 2 for good and 1 for bad. I lost about 200 quid in 5 minutes. He was fucking useless. Didn't know what I was testing him. I was throwing toothpicks down. I was going, how many? He was going, I went, there's 7. I can see there's 7 from there. Go home. I let him walk. He didn't make it. I don't know what happened to him. How did you get the job on Big Break?
Many years ago, I used to do impersonations of other snooker players. And I assumed that they saw that, somebody remembered it, and when they thought about a quiz show, bit of fun, they thought of me.
What's the funniest thing that's happened on Big Break?
Well, there's been a few funny things that happen. If they get beat in the first round, I have to set up a trick shot for them to do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, one week, we had a woman on who was blind. So I put her with the best snooker player on the show.
Right.
But unfortunately, Sod's Law, she had to do the trick shot. So I had to devise a trick shot for a blind woman.
Right.
So I put a red on the pink spot, a red on the brown spot, and put the cue in the middle, and she swung it round, hit the red, and it went in the pocket.
Right.
And you swing it round again, and because she didn't seem to hit it as hard as I thought, I said, hit it a bit harder. And she hit it so hard, it flew off the table and smashed all the neon lights under the stairs. But Jim and I went, yes, it went in!
No!
Well, we
So-
gave her the prize.
So she...
I didn't want to upset her, did I? You know.
So she thought she'd pocketed it?
Yeah.
What do you think the crushing was? We'll say, no, Jim's just hit his wife with a lamp. Don't worry about that, that's all right. No, there's a Greek wedding next door. That went in.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any blind people on Bully? Imagine that.
No.
OK, let Tony look after you. OK, up to the OK, off you go. So, oh! That's the kiddie's bike. Oh, yeah. His and hers towel rack. Well done. The other thing you're famous for, your waistcoats.
Yeah.
And I might say that's a very nice one.
Thank you, Rick. That's a compliment, yeah.
It is very nice.
Go on, then.
But Tony Green, has been waiting for you to come along all day because he's designed you one. I haven't seen it yet.
Has he?
But he's dying to show it. Come on, come out.
All right.
What the fuck is that?
It's my titty waistcoat.
What is a titty waistcoat? Get off. Get off.
Do you want to see my cock trousers?
No.
Fair enough.
I don't even know what cock trousers are. You wouldn't wear cock trousers with a titty waistcoat anyway. You'd wear a fanny sporran. Sorry about that. Ladies and gentlemen,
waistcoat.
thank you very much, John Virgo.
Thank you.
Cheers, thanks very much. That was great, well done. Titty waistcoat. I don't like surprises like that. I like surprises like this. And I'm looking for a gentleman in seat 4A. Yeah. Hello. Now, my researchers tell me you've got a very funny story, something that happened to you on holiday this year. Tell us about that.
Yeah,
Love this.
I accidentally went to some gay porn in Amsterdam. It was a peephole cinema, and all I could see was the cock going up the arse. And it wasn't until the camera went back a little bit that I realised it was two blokes, by which time it was a little bit late, because I'd already...
Why are you telling me that? There was a story about dropping ice cream down a fat woman's cleavage on the beach. Are you David Beasley?
No, I'm Dave Beasley.
You're meant to be sitting there. Who the fuck are you? Right, that's that. Right, go to a break, go to a break.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, don't
Yeah.
worry, I'm not going to do anything now.
Okay.
Do you want a cup of coffee or something?
I'm all right.
I'll get you a coffee. Run her around. Nicola, can you get Ricky a cup of coffee? I said I wasn't going to do anything now.
Thank you. Hi. Yeah. Sugar.
Oh, really? You're right.
I thought I could taste some.
I'm going to make you another one.
I'm all right.
No, I'm going to make you another one. And I'm going to put 8 sugars in it.
Thank you.
And you're going to drink it.
Please.
Okay?
Thanks. Now, when I told Channel 4 I wanted this to be a chat show, they said, Gervais, you're a fat, greedy, loudmouth, talentless bore. What celebrity would feel at home with those qualities? Michael Winner!
How are you?
Thanks for coming on, Michael. Now, we're not going to be able to eat for about 20 minutes, is that all right?
I ate before I came, Ricky.
Did you?
It's all right,
Did you?
yes.
Now, you're a famous film director, but you're a professional eater, and I want to do the food first. Do you like French food? I was talking about that earlier on. Do you like French food?
I prefer very simple food, really.
Yeah.
Simple.
I mean, have you eaten snails and frogs?
I have eaten them, yes.
Why?
Well, they were there. I eat anything that's there, Ricky. Anything
Really?
in front of me, I eat.
Oh, God. Is there anything you wouldn't eat?
There probably is.
But you haven't
But
found it yet?
I wouldn't mention it on television.
Human flesh?
No, I wouldn't do it.
No. Ooh, no.
Depends, mind you.
A friend of mine called Don Wilmot, when we were 14, he came into school, you like this, and he told us, he said, when you're captured by cannibals, they show you pornographic pictures, so you get an erection and there's more meat. That would work, wouldn't it? You're in the pot, and there's the chief just thumbing through a copy of Big and Bouncy. And you're going, oh, don't eat me, I don't want to die. Look at the mud flaps on that. Now, you've been banned from restaurants, haven't you?
Occasionally.
Are they the all-you-can-eat ones, or...? No, what ones have you been banned from?
I was banned from a hotel called Cliveden, which was terrible. But you see, it doesn't matter, because chefs are very arrogant, some of them. You know, they think they make an omelette, they deserve an Oscar. And anyone who says this is not an Oscar omelette. But it doesn't matter, because if you hated a place, you don't want to go back anyway.
But do you tell them at the time, or do you sort of, like, say, oh, it was great, and then go and give them a slagging?
No, you don't say it's great, that would be wrong. When
Right.
I say, what did you think? You say you'll have to read about it.
Is there anything you sort of wouldn't say in a restaurant, apart from, no, thank you, I'm full? Is there...
I
no.
never said that.
No. Nor have I, though, to be fair, nor have I. Where do you stand on tipping, then?
Oh, I'm a big tipper.
Really?
Yeah, I think, you know, people give good service, they deserve a good tip. Yes,
Sure.
I'm a very
I'm
good
still
tipper.
talking about waiters now, Michael.
Oh,
you know
are you?
that.
I beg your pardon.
So, OK, a scenario. So you've gone out to a really posh meal. It's 12 quid it's cost. So it's, you know, no, it's not tat. He's spent it, right? And the waiter comes up after and goes, there's your bill, Mr. Winner. You're not only a wonderful director, you're a handsome man. And he walks away. Would he get a good tip?
Well, I think he was a bit nutty, but I would give him a good tip, yes.
OK, another scenario. This time, same scenario, same food, but this time the waiter's a French lad. And he comes up and goes, pay the bill, fatty, I'm tired. Have you ever gone back to a restaurant you've given a bad review to?
Yeah, sometimes you have a restaurant you like, give it a dreadful review, and they accept that it's part of the game, and you go back, they're very good.
Yeah. How much chef's piss do you think you've drunk in your time?
Well, I'm not clever enough to know what it is, so I can't tell you.
You're a very talented, wealthy man with wonderful things all around you. Lovely cars, lovely houses. You demand service. I just think of you in a restaurant with this wonderful fare all around you. Do you ever sit there and then just get an image of, like, you know, starving people and go, those flies are putting me off my pie? Because I do.
Yeah, I can see you do, Ricky. It must trouble you greatly.
Now, Tony's catchphrase is 180. Now, yours is, fuck off, I'm eating, isn't it? Go on, do it for us, do it for us.
I have never said such a thing in my life,
Go
Ricky,
on,
ever.
start a trend, go on.
Start a trend.
Go on. Fuck off, I'm eating. Come on, Michael.
You can impersonate me saying
Oh, I won't, OK. Now, I also, it'd be a good catchphrase, wouldn't it? So you missed that. Now, I always hear you sort of also sounding off about law and order and police. What do you think about the police are going to actually start recruiting people from Europe, aren't they? Because they're desperate, because they can't get enough. What do you think of that?
Well, I really think if you're a citizen and you're looking to be protected and you're looking to see somebody on the side of law and order to stop you being mugged or stop you being robbed, I don't think you really care if it's an Englishman or a Frenchman. Yes, it would be nice if enough English was volunteered. You would care, Ricky? You would say,
No,
do not enter my house.
No, I wouldn't mind.
Do not take this burglar away.
Wouldn't mind a Frenchman, wouldn't mind a German. They're a warrior race like us. They'd be good at it. We had to give them a slap, but they were having a go. No. But what about the Swiss? Imagine that. What's there to right? They go, well, I see both sides. I just think I'll stay neutral. I mean, if that's what they get at their army, their knife, right, what the police force, who's that going to frighten? Loads of criminals going, oh, look out, he's got a knife with tweezers on it. Oh, we'll come quietly, the fucker's yodelling.
Well, you won't get the Swiss, Ricky, because they're not in the EU.
Aren't they?
No, they're not in the EU. It's
I don't read
it's a
papers.
thing that happened. We got together with some other countries. It doesn't matter.
What do you think of young offenders? Because they've been in the paper a lot, haven't they? Because they can't be named when they're underage. What do you think the problem that, you know, they keep re-offending all the time?
Well, actually, most of the crime is very young people. When you hear of young kids of 12, 18, 12, 13, 14
Yeah.
terrorising old people,
Yeah.
I think you have to deal with those people.
But what annoys me is when, because they can't be named, which is fair enough, right? But the press give them really cool names like, was it Rat Boy and Safari Boy? And, you know, that sounds like superheroes. When you're 12, that's really cool, isn't it? Give them names like Wet the Bed Boy. And Mummy's Little Bender. They wouldn't show off so much.
When you see a gang of these kids, Ricky,
Yeah.
you give them those names.
I will.
To
I
their
will.
face.
No, I've got a way to stop being mugged. If ever I'm surrounded by a load of skinheads or something, I've got knives, I go, don't hurt me, I've got an erection. And you just see them think, oh, right, and you're calm. Now, I don't know if this is a record, but you actually made 31 films in a 30-year period, didn't you?
Something like that, yeah.
That's incredible. Do you ever look back and go, I wish I'd spent more time on that one?
Well, no, because when you've made a film, it's done and it's shown and it's sometimes a success and sometimes not. And you don't want to make them again, quite honestly. You don't want to go back.
What, apart from your supper, what's your next big thing?
Getting out of this studio, Ricky.
You got anything coming up? Are you making a film?
Yeah, we're
about
doing a movie called Madame Celeste, a horror film about a bent and evil clairvoyant.
a bent?
An evil clairvoyant.
OK.
Thank you.
Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Winner.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. Well, lovely to speak to you both. I haven't just got you here for a chat. I've got you here to try out my new game show. It's called Family Fortunes. I know what you're thinking. It sounds like the Les Dennis game, but it's not, because this is about with a 4, and it's Ricky Gervais's Family Fortunes. So let's play Ricky Gervais's Family Fortunes. Hey? All right. You know the rules. They're very similar to Les Dennis's. OK, let's play Ricky Gervais's Family Fortunes. Fingers on the button. Oh. Right. We asked 100 people to name something you'd hide from your wife. Go on.
Your girlfriend.
Let's have a look. Your bit on the side. Well done. And it is it's the top answer, so do you want to play or pass?
I'll play.
You play, OK then. OK, something you'd hide from the wife.
Your pornographic magazine.
Let's have a look. Your jazz mags.
And I'm not married and never have been.
So you just leave them lying around?
Remarkable, isn't it? Yeah.
OK, keep going, you're doing well here.
I can't think of anything else. I would like John to...
Right, you
over.
can steal here, John. You can
He's
steal.
an international manned film director. You're talking about a lad who came from Salford out of a snooker club.
Yeah, come on, you can win. You can show him. You can... This is a... Ooh.
Betting slip.
Your money from the bookies.
Oh! Very good.
Right. John Virgo wins the game. Let's see what you didn't get. You got your bit on the side. You didn't get your drinking problem. You didn't get your calling convictions. You got your money from the bookies. You got your jazz mags. You didn't get your gay jazz mags. Right.
You never researched that.
Sorry, John. What?
You never researched that.
Green.
You made it all up.
Green.
Listen, Les Dennis, he's researches for weeks.
You've made a fool of yourself. Watch this. Excuse me, can I ask you a couple of quick questions?
Yes.
It's the research for Family Fortunes, the 100 people surveyed.
Right.
Is that OK? Something you take on the beach.
Towel.
Something you'd associate with Christmas.
Father Christmas.
The most annoying thing about the French.
Their language.
Yeah. Top answer there was shrugging. A celebrity that's probably gay.
Jonathan Ross?
Second top answer. The biggest animal you could kick to death.
A rat, probably.
Yeah?
Labrador?
Labrador, yeah. Sucky, aren't you? Something you'd steal from a lonely old woman.
Nothing.
No, I know you wouldn't want it, but if you got her into her confidence, what's something you could steal from her?
A pension book.
Money.
Yeah.
Her love.
Actually, top answer was heart. No, it wasn't. It was actually her husband's ashes. A sexual fantasy.
Just lots of men, I suppose. I suppose could be making love in a group of people.
3 in a bed? 3 in a bed.
Threesome. Threesome? Oh, leather.
Never. No. That's the only thing that. Most people there want group sex.
Oh.
Cheers. See, so there we go. Family Fortunes, mine. Told you. Right, cheers to Virgo and winner, all right? Cheers to that. Oh. And thank you to all the mentals who sent in tapes of ideas for my theme music. Keep them coming, the address at the end. This week's winner is Will Walker from Norfolk, and there can't be a lot to do there because that is actually mental. Listen to this. This is real. Good night.